Hey guys, this is Adele and Sammy with Motivated by Kindness. We're out here bringing you inspiration every week to help you change yourself for the better.
Hey guys, it is week 3. Thank you all for listening to the last couple weeks. We are super excited. I listen to them all the time. So we are at 99 likes, and we are super excited and very, very grateful for all the love and support so far. So thank you all for the love. We're still trying to get ourselves out there, still looking at potential places and stuff and where we want to kind of build our thing. So thanks again. And this week we're going to talk about personality, identity, and self, and how each are different, but really it's you and who you are.
How they interact with each other.
Yeah, and how they interact with each other. And, last week we talked about growth and having that growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. And personality and identity and self all comes from that as well. At the end of the day, people are who they are and are always going to be who they are, but I think it kind of changes and fluctuates between who they're surrounded by, I guess.
Definitely.
Because sometimes when you're around certain people, you have to kind of put up a front, and it's not really who you are. You pretend to be something you're really not, just to impress those people. Everybody does it. I've done it before. I'm not about that life anymore. So
before you go into too much detail, you should say what the difference between the three are.
So personality is basically what you give off to people. What people basically just, what you give off to people. Identity is how people view you. It's who you are. Your identity is how Dell is this is who she is, and that's your identity. And self is who you truly are within yourself, and who you know in your soul who you are. And I think about my damn self, and it's
talk about yourself.
It's true. Obviously when I was younger, I was introverted and kind of kept to myself, but my inner self and who I truly was, it was that person that I am now as a woman. I'm very extroverted and honest, and I say how my feelings, and I love to help people, and I'm out there, and it just takes a lot of, I don't know, a lot of just life experiences to really bring your true self out there.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on who you're around. Like, when you're around people who are very open and accepting, you feel more apt to just be yourself and not have to go based off of strictly the identity you have with other people.
Yeah, it's like you have to adapt, I guess. And for my personality specifically, it's like I literally can get along and just not adapt, but because I am who I am around people no matter what. I mean, obviously I just mentioned that prior, and when I mentioned pretending to be something or not, it came a lot from trying to impress people in that
it's not even
world.
Necessarily pretending to be who you're not. It's more of just not being as forthcoming. It's just, I'm
a nerd.
Yeah, you are a nerd.
And there's times where I didn't want to show my nerd side.
You mean every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
All the time?
I'm still, hey, this is an identity I'm still trying to accept, okay?
But it's more of that, putting on that face of the people I'm around want to see the person I was 3 years ago. The person that's shy, that's not going to come right out and be no, I want to do this. And putting that face on, because you know what they want to see.
Exactly. And I guess, a lot of my posts you mentioned have been about finding yourself and who you are. And it's true. I've never found myself more than I did within the last couple of years. I really got to learn who I mean, I always, like I said, we always are who we are, but learning it is a whole different experience. Learning who you are, learning what you like, learning that to love yourself and to accept yourself for who you are. You know, like, I love music, and I was younger, I used to play music, and music was my outlet, and it was a great thing for me, and I'm starting that up again. I'm bringing that self back, and it feels great. I even bought guitar picks for it.
Yeah.
Matching guitar picks to match my wine-colored Johnson electric guitar. The fact that I knew that. Nerd! So me and Sammy have this little joke going on when I just shout out nerd. Because she has great, like, nerdy facts. And let's talk about Sammy's personality, okay?
Oh, God, here we
go. So,
go.
Sammy's very, very knowledgeable and knows, like, some facts that nobody, like, not cares about. But
I call them useless fun facts.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm over here being rude because nobody cares about. But it's true. You need people like you need yourself a Sammy, like someone that has all this like fun little facts. And you know how much I learn, guys? My brain hurts. Like I can't even deal. Like my ADHD brain.
I think I've been teaching you since I walked in today.
Pretty much. I don't like learning. I ain't got time for learning.
Oh, stop it. You enjoy learning.
Yes, I do enjoy learning. But anyway, back to the whole self thing. But yeah, personality is just huge. And it's okay. Like we were talking about how it's okay not to like someone in their personality and not be around them. That's fine. But people don't have to love each other, but you can still be kind. Yeah. You could still uplift each other, and you know how many drunk bathroom conversations with those girls that I've had when I used to go out a lot? Were they my cup of tea when we were sober? Absolutely not. But I was still kind. And you have to be kind to people that you don't click with. I know it's hard, but at the end of the day, it's just why be rude?
Well, on top of that is you don't necessarily know what other people are going through or what they're trying to hide and what identity people put on for them. Like just because you see them as the identity of that person that you don't think you get along with,
you don't know who their truth self is.
Doesn't mean that you wouldn't actually get along with them.
Exactly. I get along with everybody. The negative Nancys are tough, but you have to understand that there are people that are always complaining and always just they have a lot of hurt and they're going through something. So instead of being so, oh, that person's useless or whatever, how about help that person? How about if your personality is if you're a type of person that loves to care and loves to help people, then why not help those type of people? That's why I think that different personalities need each other sometimes.
Yeah. Different, like, just looking at the two of us, for instance, you're an extrovert, I'm an introvert.
Introvert?
Yeah, introvert. Shush.
I corrected you. Ha!
Uh-huh.
Nerd.
Yeah, nerd. But you're an extrovert, I'm an introvert, and we have a lot of the same qualities, but a lot of different qualities at the same time.
Like, we both are very passionate about helping people, and we're both very, very kind. I mean, I'm a little bit more a-hole-ish than you are.
Okay, really?
You're more internally a-hole-ish. I'm more, like, externally a-hole-ish. But, you know what I mean? Like, we both have the same... That's why we're doing this business together. We both have the same goals in life. We want to help people. We're not selfish. We're not selfish people. And we get along. And I think it's great. I learned so many great facts about you. I don't know what you get out of me, but I guess I'm just here to sing and dance.
No,
I don't know.
There's a lot of good things about you, dear.
But, you know what I mean? It's just, you have to... I don't know, my cat's being weird. Sorry. Distraction.
She's distracted again. But
Squirrel!
Like, I think a big part of where a lot of misunderstanding comes from is people not being accepting and not actually listening to each other and just... I know why you're laughing.
Sorry, I think the cat bumped into the kitchen. Sorry, guys.
But it's people not listening to understand each other and to get to know the self that's underneath that identity and that mixed personality. Because I don't know if you know this, Adela. Probably not.
Oh, jeez.
This is one of my useless fun facts. But a portion of your personality is actually genetic.
Ooh, so that means I'm the bomb.com. I got that from my mama. Mama, if you ever listen to this, that's you.
But a portion of your genetics actually controls your personality, and the rest is based off of the situations and the different things that you go through in life.
Exactly. That's why I'm this fun, happy, like the song we posted on our page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not singing it. I'm just fighting every urge in my body
just saying
not to sing it, guys. Be different. Be nice. Promise me to change your life. See, I can't even control my life. Anyway, guys, if you haven't heard that song, listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Be Different or Be Nice? Be Nice by Black Eyed Peas. That song is bomb. It's a positive song. Basically, what we're trying to do with the world. We should reach out to the Black Eyed Peas to see if they want to help us with the cafe. Hey, guys, I'm going to tell them, hey, I promote your song. I sing it all the damn time. Can we get a couple likes?
Can we get a couple likes?
Or a couple million. That would be great.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't bother.
But
anyway, it's a good song. Positive song. That's why I reposted it. It's a great song. I have a routine in my head to do. I can't wait. It's just super exciting. So, personality. It's going to be a lot of personalities, and we are going to be welcoming to every personality. Mm-hmm. Just if you're an a-hole to me, you're going to get an a-hole in return. You get what you get. Just saying. And we will have pumpkin spice at our cafe.
We will.
We will.
Even though both of us hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't believe in hate. I'm kind.
Sure.
And my personality is supportive. But yeah, we'll have anything. Peppermint is actually a good flavor. Like hot chocolate peppermint.
Peppermint's my favorite.
Yeah, see? I don't like candles, though. I'm not having my house smell like Santa's bathroom.
Santa's village.
Yeah, Santa's village. But, and personalities, and it's hard. Personalities to just, because I feel just, okay, I mentioned this before, how, like, sometimes I feel I'm too much for people sometimes, and I get in my own head about that. Like, oh my gosh, like, I'm too much, because I am all over the place. I am busy. I am this. I am, but I'm a good busy. I'm not a terrible person.
You're a very good person.
I'm a very good person, but I get in my own head. Like, sometimes I come off too strong for people. I mean, I've had situations where I did come off too strong, and people are like, oh, wow, you're too honest.
But that's people not understanding
who I am.
Your personality.
Exactly.
And seeing you as a specific identity.
Yeah, they're just, boom, that's just what they see. They don't really get to understand why I'm so blunt, why I'm so, just out there. And it's just who I am. I'm the type of person that will take my shirt off my back for you if you need it.
I have done that before.
I haven't done that, but if I had to, I would.
I have physically taken a shirt off my back and given it to somebody because they needed it. But that's just
I've given food to a homeless person before.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I did. It was great. And my water.
It
was awesome. I do it all the time. If I had a lot more money, I'll give the money too. I'm very giving, and I feel like everybody, regardless of who they are, what they've been through, everybody has the potential to be nice. Everybody. There's some people, honestly, that have been through so much worse than me in life, and they are the most nicest, giving, kindest people you've ever met.
That's the thing, though. The people who go through the hardest stuff, the people who survive, are the ones that know how important it is to be kind and to be nice and to help other people.
Like the homeless video things. Have you seen those? The ones on YouTube where they're recording people, like in New York, walking by, and then you see like a homeless man giving a homeless man something. Or, and it's just crazy.
There's a guy who lives well below his means, who sits on the corner, collects change every day, but the change that he collects, he donates.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
And he continues to live way under where he should be, even though he makes enough in that change where he could give a portion and keep a portion. He just gives the whole thing.
That's amazing. I love hearing stories like that. And that's what I want from the cafe and stuff, for us to be doing that every month. And that's
going to be our identity.
I want us to be that cafe that, like, yes, I like, literally, you get to go there, you get your coffee, you get your stuff there, and you're donating, and you're getting something, you're getting what you love, you know, your coffee and your breakfast stuff or whatever you want, but you're also donating to a different charity each month.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how great that makes you feel? I don't know about you guys, but to me, doing stuff like that makes me feel great. I don't know what it is. And it's not great because, like, I'm better than people. It's great, like wow, I've changed somebody's life today. Like, I could potentially donate it to a cause that could really, really help somebody.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And it's an amazing feeling when I help somebody. When I open the door for someone and when they say thank you, that's amazing. The ones that don't say thank you, it's kind of sad because they're the ones hurting the most and they have some issues going on. Yeah. Makes me sad. But I don't get angry anymore. That's not my identity.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's just like doing good things for people. Maybe it's just my personality, but
it's our personality.
Yeah, it's just, it makes me feel good. It truly does.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's supposed to do. That's why they say that no good deed goes unpunished, or no good deed is not selfish. Mm-hmm. Because everything you're doing, whether it's good or bad, it's doing something to make yourself feel better.
Yeah. And I just like the idea with what we're doing is that, you know, you're still donating each month and you're still doing your part and feeling good about yourself, but you're also bettering yourself health-wise. I mean, obviously, you get to choose how many donuts you want and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, we want you to come into to the cafe and start your day off great. Like, that's the day that you get the positivity. If I happen to be there that early with my positiveness.
I'm positive. But, like,
I ain't waking up that early. Anyway.
Why would you? You're going to be the nightlife. I'll be the daylife in the morning.
This is why we work. I'll be there nightlife, doing my dance classes.
She's the right brain. I'm the left brain.
That is true. Because I am a lefty and I think on my right, so the lefties are always in the right mind. Gotti.
That's part of yourself and then your identity.
Exactly.
We have different personalities and different selves, and we just...
Like, okay, so, like, guys, I want you to do this with me, not right now, obviously, but I want you, like, whether if it's during this podcast or after, to think of 3 good traits about yourself, 3 good things about your personality that you enjoy the most. And to me, for me at least, it's that I'm selfless, right? I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm that. And then I could always make people laugh. Mm-hmm. I love that about myself. And then 3 is that, I don't know, that, I don't know, there's a lot of good ones, but I'm just having trouble with the 3rd one. I'm selfless, I'm funny, and I'm caring. Very caring. Sometimes too caring. It's like, Adela, why do you care about that? Well, because technically if I don't care about this, then this can affect, like, I go into this whole ramble about how one small thing I do wrong could lead to whole many different things. And that's the thing, too. I overanalyze things, which is something I don't really, really like. But didn't we just talk about how, like, the most successful people in the world have anxiety and have overthinkingness, if that's even a freaking word? Well, then I'm going to be so damn successful, it's not even funny. We are going to be so damn successful, it's not even funny.
Both overthink.
Because we were talking about, like, if you are a type of person that has anxiety, why those people make better business owners and stuff is because we think about the worst case scenario. So a person that is like, whatever, wakes up and is like, whatever, they're not going to see if...
They don't focus on all the different possibilities.
Exactly.
They only focus on what's happening at that second.
Exactly. So they'd be like, yeah, we're going to have this product because it's going to sell the most. But then they're not going to think about, like, a person with anxiety that's like, oh my goodness, what if this product goes out of stock and we don't have anything else? We need a second one, and we need this and we need that and we need to, you know what I mean? So it's true. And I didn't, it was one of your useless little fact things or, like, cool facts.
It was something that came from the book that I was listening to in the car.
Nerd.
Because that's what I do. Instead of focusing on TV shows or music or whatever else, I listen to podcasts and I listen to books in the car.
I listen to podcasts. I listen to Rachel Hollis.
I
know I'm going to tag her on this now because I talked about her. But still, I do. And I've been listening to podcasts, and it makes me, I like listening to them. So I'm hoping we become somebody that people
we are
listen
gonna
to.
Be somebody.
We will.
But I don't know.
And it takes there. So I'm selfless. I can make people laugh all the time. I'm caring. I'm positive. I get that a lot lately, that I'm a very positive influence on people's lives. And that makes me feel so good, because I don't do it to get that type of attention. I don't do it to be like, oh, look at me, I'm the greatest. I do it because if my story, what I've been through could really help somebody else, and how I've overcame those changes can help somebody else, then I've mentioned this before, that I'm going to continue doing it. All my quotes that I post about, or finding when you feel, I've been at the lowest point of my life I could possibly ever be in, and I dug myself out of that hole, and it feels amazing, and I wanted to share my story and how I did that for other women, other people, to give them that motivation to do the same, because I've been there before. I've been there where it's like, I know I'm capable of more, and I know this is not the life for me, and for me to take those steps to get out there. We were talking about that last week with growth and tragic changes and stuff like that, and I think I did it, and that's why I love hearing that I'm a positive influence on people. And thank you, you're always so positive, and thank you for sharing that. And you guys, it's not easy for me to put myself out there. I know that I'm gonna exactly, and I know when I put a quote, or when I put a picture of myself and quotes and stuff, I do it because I want people to see that, and I want people to change and relate to it. That's why I do it. I don't do it because I want to get attention. I don't do it that way because when I first started my journey of sharing, it was literally simply I was sharing that I started the It Works business and how I was losing weight. And I was so happy about it because I was losing weight and making money, and it was like a miracle to me, and I shared that, and people were following it, people were joining me, and it kind of just was like a domino type of effect. And then I realized, like, wow, I really am changing people's lives.
But that's the identity that you're creating.
Exactly. And I didn't realize that for me. I never thought I would be that person that would throw herself out there. Never in a million years would I thought that. And I think, and I have to this is where I have to actually give a compliment to myself, and I think that I'm actually doing it very gracefully, and not be like putting people under the bus, not making it like, oh, it's everybody else's fault. Like, when people ask me in detail my story, I never put anybody under the bus.
No.
But
I know.
It's just amazing. Like, and I, like today, I've made a positive impact on somebody, and it was just me being the Adela that I always am.
That's yourself coming through.
Exactly, because I am like, like there when I posted the picture of my guitar and stuff, and people were like, I didn't know you played guitar, and I'm like, because I'm being comfortable with myself and loving myself to just accept it. Yes, I play guitar.
Taking off that mask.
Exactly. And the amazing thing I like about myself too with music is that I was telling you when I was trying to listen to that song. I learned how to play music by listening, and then I learned how to read music. That's why I'm refusing. How long did it take? Didn't I do a couple hours of listening to the song?
I think it was like at least an hour.
Yeah, at least an hour of listening to the song for me to get it. And then I was like, oh, fine, I'm just going to pull up the chords and just play the chords. And then I finally played some of it, right? But it took me like 2 hours, and you're just there doing your thing, and I'm over here playing and fighting with my guitar. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is that I wanted to share, and that's who I am. I played guitar. It was an outlet for me when I was a kid. It's going to be an outlet for me now because I'm going to continue learning that song and other songs, and I love it.
But that's part of your personality coming back out to continue to grow and develop this identity that you're creating.
Exactly, because I finally learned to love myself and accept who I am. And I'm going to create that to everybody else. And this is who I am, and you're going to have to deal with it.
We have to deal with it, okay?
It's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, this is who I am.
No, but I think the best part of knowing who you are and what kind of personality you put out and the identity that people see you at is that you can share your entire being with people and not care whether they fully accept it or not.
But it took a lot to get there. It really did. It took a lot to be like, wow. And now, but I do second guess sometimes with people. like, oh my god, is this, that? Am I being, yeah.
Well,
I'm not getting
that's the thing is, like, just because you have gotten so far with this new identity doesn't mean parts of who you were before don't step back in.
Yeah.
It takes time to become fully in that identity.
And it's true when they say that after, like, a breakup or after something, that you have to learn to fall in love with yourself first to really accept who belongs in your life. And I hit that. Like, literally a few weeks ago, I hit that point where I was like, this is who I am. I am positive. I'm actually an amazing person. I respect myself. And I'm not going to settle for less. And I'm not going to allow anybody to make me feel less.
And that's exactly what happened. I saw it happen.
I know. That's great.
I think I pointed it out to you,
So if they don't like barbecue chicken pizza, I ain't settling for less.
Oh, would you stop it?
Just kidding. See? I'm funny.
What the hell am I doing here, then?
What? Pizza?
I don't like barbecue chicken pizza.
Yeah, that's different. I'm talking like a significant other. Like a man. Like, what if I'm eating pizza? That's tragic for me. I gotta ask some questions.
Just ignore her. But it's seriously, like, I don't know. You're still developing that identity and personality, and, like, everybody is. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 93 years old and still developing everything about yourself.
Oh, I'll be a fun grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully it'll be great. And that's what I think about dancing, too, is, like, when I do my classes and stuff, you're going to see a lot of my personality and who I am, and I'm a hype man. How many times do I hype up my kids when we're dancing? And it's great. We have a lot of dance parties.
Until they hurt themselves.
Yeah, but that's different.
But that's how it's going to be, is you're going to be the hyper dance, like, positive, like
get it,
energy
get it,
all
girl,
over the place person.
Get it, get it, grandma on the back. Come on. Get it.
And I'm going to be more of, like, the, not necessarily the silent motivator, but kind of the silent motivator. Like, I'll be walking around and talking to people individually.
Yeah, you will, and you're great at that. And you can tell them, you know, thanks for coming, and you're very kind, and you'll be the nice person. I'll be the one that people are like,
you're
she's
the nice
too
person too. But
they'll be like, she is too much. I can't come to her this early. I need to go to her afternoon class because she's too extra for me.
But some people are gonna appreciate that.
I know, and people do appreciate that, and it's great. I didn't realize where this human came from, because 3 years ago I was a miserable person. I didn't like nobody. Now I love everybody.
But it was also who you were around.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, like, when I'm here around people who are positive and very uplifting, I'm the same way. But when I go and I'm around negative people who are very status quo, they don't want anything to change, I have nothing but to be in that headspace as well.
Yeah. Like, and it's funny that we're talking about this, because, like, we were saying that my weekly stuff on my social media has been about this, and it's so cool that we're talking about it. But there was a quote from one of my favorite bands, Bring Me the Horizon, that I literally was like, it still is my go-to song. But there's a quote that says, "You can throw me to the wolves, but then tomorrow I will come back, leader of the wolf pack." And that is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
It really is. I was thrown to the wolves, and instead of all these, like, negative, like, all these wolves trying to eat me and consume me, I made those wolves into positiveness. It's great. That song is awesome. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my leg.
Oh, yeah?
Probably.
You're just getting things tattooed everywhere.
Guys, I'm gonna put positive quotes all over my body. I do need a half a sleeve or something. I need a new tattoo. If you don't like tattoos, that's different. But anyway.
Well, if you don't like tattoos, then you can come to the cafe and talk to me, and then we'll be fine. But, because I'm not a tattoo person either. You are. I'm not.
I am.
Hence the oppositeness
Opposite.
here.
I want, like, I'm working on my sleeve.
But that's our different personalities.
It's okay. Some people don't like
Exactly.
To me, tattoos are art. I love tattoos. And I want sleeves. And if people don't like them and they don't think it's business-like, then I'll get you a cup of coffee with my sleeve
tattoos are putting toxins into your body and poisoning yourself. But that's a different story.
But so is a lot of other things. Not eating meat is poisonous.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
I don't. You're a vegetarian.
Okay.
And I still like you. Exactly.
I never said I didn't like you because you had tattoos.
I'm
I
just
just
saying.
said
See, now I'm getting defensive.
I'm just throwing it out there that's our different personalities.
Okay, so for Sammy, we need to create organic tattoos for her to like them.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No,
it doesn't matter. The whole point is, people can still be friends and not like things. I love tattoos. To me, it's art. She doesn't like tattoos. She thinks it's putting toxins in your body. I think putting salad in my body is bad because you're eating grass.
It's not
it's the
bad.
same thing.
That's what your body is supposed to digest. But
No, that's like eating grass.
No, they have different enzymes in them.
It's the same thing.
I'll
I can go outside
after.
and eat some grass, and it's literally like eating a piece of salad.
Grass is not good for you. It actually hurts your stomach, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, but so does a salad.
No, it doesn't. Okay. See,
don't
you guys are seeing our different personalities.
Don't you love our debates?
Selves.
I'm fighting for the people for the tattoos, okay? And that, actually, I like salad. Just not, like, it tastes like grass, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're getting off topic, but you see the different personalities. Basically what we're saying, different personalities can click. You guys get to learn about each other. You know what I mean?
You have to be open to listening and understanding. And not just, like, judge.
Mm-hmm.
They say don't judge a book by its cover. Just because the identity you see in the first 5 seconds doesn't mean that's the actual identity.
And there's some people, like for you, for instance, like, or just people, like, you don't really, once you get to know them, you're like, wow, I can actually get along with nerds. And then to find out I'm actually part nerd, but that's a whole different story because I'm still, that's an identity, personality trait that I'm just...
She hasn't accepted it yet.
I haven't accepted it, which is fine. I'm not against nerds. I'm not about that life.
Yes, you are. You just don't see
But you are not trying to be vegetarian or vegan. I am not about that life.
I'm not trying to turn anybody anything because I accept who you are.
Yeah, well, I accept that salad tastes like grass and we still have to eat it.
You don't have to eat anything you don't want to eat, dear.
Yeah, but it does. I like the crunchy part of it. Anyway, back to life. So, thanks again. I think we covered everything we really want to talk about. So, again, think of those 3 things that you love about yourself. Work on them. Any negative trait that you have that you really want to work on, think about it. Think about how you can work on it. Get into that growth mindset that we talked about last week. Get into really just being who you are no matter what. If you're a person that's dating, be you from the start. Mm-hmm. Don't put up a front. Don't adapt yourself. And that's what I feel like sometimes happens. You adapt yourself to get them to like you.
You have to create the identity you want to be.
Exactly. And that's why I'm putting myself out there like a boss bitch. Mm-hmm. Oops. Whatever. We're working on that.
It's the very end. You're good.
Okay. I'm working on it. I went this whole time without swearing. Growth. Mm-hmm. Anyway. So, really, be who you are no matter what. The right people will accept you, and that is the best friendship, best connection, best relationship you can ever have. When you have the right people and you can be your total self.
And they see you for yourself.
Exactly.
And they accept the personality.
Like, you accept fully for myself. Mm-hmm. Like, you literally paid no mind to me. Well, you're paying mind to me, but when I literally went on my thing with my guitar, and you're like, whatever. We're just talking in between. I'm literally sitting there, guys. We're in the same room. She's doing her nerdy thing, and I'm doing my...
music thing.
It's still nerdy. Music is nerdy. Lord help me. I play the flute, too. I'm gonna go buy one.
Let's start with the guitar.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway. Where was I getting here?
Accepting each other.
Yeah, because you accept people, and then you could be your full self around there. That's why everybody needs... If you're an extrovert, you need an introvert friend. If you're an introvert, you need an extrovert friend, because those are the best friendships ever.
Yeah, it's because I put you into a space where you can really be mindful and...
You put me in a box, and I want us to get out of the box.
Yeah, you take me out of a box sometimes.
You're like, oh no, I like the box inside. I'm like, no, let's go dance, let's go have fun. She starts
pulling me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm leaving my box.
Exactly, let's go have fun, let's go dance. Like when we went to the Old Orchard Beach. I danced by myself the whole time, literally the whole time, until I got somewhere and danced and made a whole bunch of friends. But that's a different story. I did. We talked about that last time. I made a lot of friends. But I danced myself the whole time, and I tried to get you to dance, and everybody
I was dancing?
It was great. Yeah, that was true.
Okay.
I was dancing with the whole dance floor. It was great. But anyway, go dance. Have fun. Be yourself. If you're a nerd, be a nerd. If you like to dance and you're not a nerd, then just do that. If you like salad, go eat salad. If you like tattoos, go get another tattoo and tell me where your artist is, because I need a new one. And
but just don't be afraid to express your personality, express yourself, and to create a new identity.
Exactly. Everybody should just love you for who you are. Mm-hmm. Literally. I mean, the only thing I can say that you shouldn't be fully is if you're an alcoholic. That's something you need to work on, but that's an addiction.
Well,
that's a whole different thing.
Part of a personality.
It's part of depression.
But even that's not your personality.
Well, that is true. That's true.
It's not yourself. That's an illness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But anyway, I hope you guys can really take what we say in each week. I know that when I listen to them over again, I'm like, wow. I am mindful each time. When I learn from myself each podcast. Mm-hmm. And I swore once this one, so that's great. And then what we really are trying to do with these guys is to really get you guys to think about yourselves and be yourself and be kind and hopefully we can change and have some sort of positive impact on you.
We're trying to help you change your perspective.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to do with the cafe and the dance studio.
And at the same time as we're changing everybody else's perspective, we're changing our own.
Mm-hmm. We really are. And that's what I want. Like, I mean, you can talk more on, the cafe, I know we're going to work on it together, but at least for me, for my dance perspective things, I want people to come into my studio and be people that are so nervous to dance in front of people and come to my class and be willing and wanting to dance in front of people and gain that confidence. That's what I want people to come to my class. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I've never been in a Zumba class in my life because I'm too scared. And I'm going to be like, oh, no, girl, we're going to go dance. We're going to go right in the front, girl. I got you, boo. And we're going to all dance and have a great time. I want everybody to feel comfortable and everybody to be their true self there.
It's exactly what the cafe is going to do, too.
Exactly.
Just in a different light because we're not going to be dancing.
Well, I'll dance. Don't make me go behind the serving table.
You can dance as much as you want.
Ooh, you want cappuccino, girl? I got you. Hold on. Let me go get the cappuccino as I Michael Jackson it to the cappuccino thing. I can't do the Michael Jackson thing, but I do something back there and go.
She's gonna be her crazy self, and I'm gonna be the very straight on, pointed one.
The detailed one. I mean, I'm detailed too, and I do have good customer service skills. It's not
hard to have good customer service skills. You just have to be positive, nice.
Yeah, that is true.
And pay attention to people.
Unfortunately, some people don't have that. Have you ever had to call someplace like a bank? Mm-hmm. They're not nice.
Some of them are.
Some of them are great. I love the people when you call customer service or like when you order something, like whether if it's fast food or something, and they're like, "Hi, good morning." Oh my god, I love those people. That's how she got me into a turbo shot. Mm-hmm. See?
And then she keeps getting turbo shots, and it's not a good thing.
Nope, because I have enough caffeine in my body.
Mm-hmm. But I think we should end this scene since we're at almost 40 minutes now.
Oh, it's great. It's all about positivity, so we should, yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again for listening, all the support, all the love. Please like, share, comment if you want to hear something else, comment any suggestions, anything like that. We'll be happy to hear, and we will be back next week with a new podcast.